This episode's brought to you by Red Cape Films.
Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic could return within a couple of weeks after suffering a moderate right ankle sprain against the Miami Heat. Luka left Saturday's game in the opening minutes and did not return. His x-rays on his ankle did, however, come back negative. Doncic was injured just before a difficult part of the Mavs schedule, however. The club will now face arguably the East top four teams in the Bucks, the Celtics, the Raptors, and even the 76ers over next week. And moving on to college football, LSU quarterback Joe Burrow was crowned the Heisman Trophy winner in a landslide vote on Saturday. This cements his status as the nation's most outstanding player of the year. Oklahoma quarterback Jalen Hurts, Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields, and also Ohio State defensive end Chase Young were among the finalists for the award. Burrow received the first place vote on a record 90.7% of ballots. He won the contest by 1,846 points. That previously tops the record held by O.J. Simpson. And in football, the NFL that is, video surfaced of the Bengals confronting the Patriots in the press box over the past week. The video shows the actual footage of the Patriots recorded, as well as the producer telling the Bengals employees he did not know what he was doing. The footage of the Patriots obtained was just of the sideline and the field. There were no scoreboard or no downs or distances. However, this appears to go in line with the Patriots statement, which included saying it was strictly the production team doing their job. The footage is out there, so if you guys want to see it, make sure to check it out. But that's all for Sideline Report. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned.
Power Play!
Hello everyone, welcome to this segment of Power Play. So today I just want to show you all really quickly the number one sports app that you should all really realistically have on your phone. And that is called The Score. So I'm just going to open that up. So there's a lot going on here, but I definitely do want to go through it. So what you'll want to do is, open up your app store, or in this case, since I'm using a Google Pixel, you'll hit the Play Store and you'll just search for The Score. And as you can see, once you search, there it is there. So it's just that big S symbol. You click on that. Since I already have it installed, it says open, but if you don't have it, it'll just say install. And, there's always a pretty good advertisement there. But yeah, then it opens up, and in this case, I'm left on the NFL screen. I can currently see that my Detroit Lions are losing, but at the end of the day, they're already mathematically eliminated from playoffs, so, we'll probably want to get either a quarterback or a pass rusher, preferably Chase Fields, but we'll see how that goes. And what's really cool about this, let's say you were just either betting on the game or you just want to keep up to date with a specific team. So let's just say the Patriots and Bengals. You can click this little star, and what's going to pop up here is a little bell next to it. So if I hit the bell, you can turn off allowing alerts, and if you do that, what's going to happen is when you hit on scores, now it's going to be there. So you can see all the games on the top, very, very top. So you don't have to go scrolling, looking for all these different scores and these different teams. It's going to be there right there on the top. If you want to go even further, again, you can hit the bell, you can allow alerts. We don't want to know the game start since it's already started. Let's say we don't really want to know the game end, but every scoring play we have turned on. And I believe... Yep, New England Patriots. So we actually just got a live push notification that Folk just hit a 46-yard field goal. So it actually sends us a push notification. We can click on that, and it'll bring us right there. Nick Folk, 46-yard field goal attempt is good. So that's just a really neat way, I personally feel, to keep up close with the games. And, you can even see the over-under movement. So again, if you are bettors, it's a great app to really keep up to date with all that as well. So first and foremost, their news page right here in the bottom left corner is arguably the best. And I get it. There's a lot of great different sports apps. You have ESPN. I'm actually an ex-employee of ESPN. Their app is great. CBS, Fox even. So there are a lot of great apps, but in my preference, this is the overall app. So first and foremost, you know, you got your sports. You can even refresh it. But this is going to be the most up-to-date story right now. Patriots suspend videographer who recorded Bengals sideline. So, you know, it really gives you the entire video. They even embed, you know, we can watch that very, very quickly if we want to. But anyway, we're not going to watch that right now. Here at the top, you can toggle between different sports, Major League Baseball, college football, NHL. And it really goes all the way on. I mean, you literally even have like NNL, CFL, even for all my different, you know, Canadian college, or pardon me, Canadian Football League fans, golf, MMA. So it really, it's quite deep. Tennis, you know, I mean, you can really see here as I'm kind of scrolling through women's basketball news, you know, friendlies, and there's really just so much. But I always like to toggle it on top. That way I always know, whatever the sport, the top news. What's really cool here is in the upper left-hand corner, you can hit on your name. And then if you hit on favorites, so for example, I'm going to hit add favorites. And right now you can see my favorite football team. Yes, make fun of me all you want. I am a Detroit Lions fan, hence the star. So if you hit on my teams, you know, you can really just go through. If you like something, you can add it. Your league. So, you know, as you can see it, I really only care about the NFL, MLB, NBA. The only reason why I don't have that there, I'm more a fan of players than necessarily teams. And now, I mean, I love my Dallas Mavericks, but the push notifications, which I will get into shortly as well, are really important. So that's how you can set that. And then, of course, players. As you can see, I have Dwayne Wade there. Dwayne Wade was one of my favorite basketball players before he ended up retiring. But for example, let's just say Acuna, for Ronald Acuna. Okay, so I already have him favorited. Let's say I didn't, so I just unhit the star there. But now Ronald Acuna Jr., I can hit the star. Okay, and what that's going to do, you can literally set up push notifications. For example, I have Dwayne Haskins set up as one of my push notifications. So as you can see, just me scrolling down here, look at that. 13 minutes ago, Dwayne Haskins threw a 5-yard touchdown pass. So all you really got to do is tap on that, and it'll literally bring you right to there. So we can see really quickly just by hitting on stats. So as you can see, some of my favorite players that I personally have listed are Dwayne Haskins and Terry McLaurin. Yes, they're both Ohio State players, but that's why I personally chose to have them, you know, listed as my favorite players, because I like to keep up to date with them. And, you know, as a card investor, I am invested into Dwayne Haskins Jr. So that's really interesting. My favorite thing here is actually right here, the scores tab. So automatically your favorite teams are automatically going to be shifted to the top. And I mean, you can still see, you know, the other upcoming games and NBA and NCAA and, you know, all those sports that you originally set as your favorite. As we can see, to no one's surprise, the Detroit Lions are losing yet again. Probably a good thing at this point of year. I mean, mathematically eliminated from playoffs. Ohio State basketball, they're a 7-point favorite. So even if you are into betting or anything like that, it does give you the total as well as the point spread. So that's that. Now, favorites is really also probably the next best feature of this app. As you can see, all this news here is directly for all my favorite players and my favorite teams. So as I scroll down here, you know, we can see the position breakdown against Clemson, the quarterbacks. Obviously, I'm an Ohio State fan. You know, NFL, Luka Doncic. Unfortunately, he's out for 2 weeks. But, you know, it does give me that type of news. Here's how Dwayne Haskins is doing. We got another push notification here. Looks like Matt Prater just hit a field goal for the Lions. So that's awesome. You know, and then even tweets and everything like that. So it's also just an interesting way to keep up with things. Now, I just want to go back here really quickly to scores. So if I hit on the Lions game, I can actually hit on chat, and here are all the people who think that they know everything about football currently. live, and they're just mentioning their thoughts on the game. Someone just said, Noah pick six. All the experts guarantee the under. So obviously he's a bit upset there. But just a really cool app. The Discover is pretty cool as well. These are basically, editorials, which is really cool. And I mean, they even got some videos here. Here's why Carmelo Anthony deserves your respect. And there's just really cool videos. So, I mean, I always try to spend 5 to 10 minutes before I go to bed just to keep up really quickly with my favorite teams and favorite players. And it's actually quite easy to do. You can also toggle on leagues. So let's say I really wanted to know, the score of any NFL game, I would just hit that. You can go there. What's really cool too is why I love this app is, let's just say NHL. So my buddy and I were both in a fantasy hockey league. So I can hit on leaders in the top right corner. And as you can see, a bunch of different players are highlighted. So these are actually the players that we chose. And no, we didn't draft these players. It's actually just a box league. But I can hit on points. So, we chose Connor McDavid. He has 57 points. Brad Marchand. We really love Brad Marchand. Maybe not the way he plays, but great player nonetheless. Pasternak. Panarin, we don't have on our team. But, I just love Panarin. And we do have Barkov and Svechnikov, Ovechkin, the whole 9 yards. You can even filter through, who has the most goals scored. As you can see there, my boy Artemi Panarin with 19. So not too far off. Assist plus minus, power play points, even face-off percentage if you care about that kind of stuff. So just the different level of what it has. And of course you can filter by the standings. Let's see overall. My Rangers aren't doing too hot right now. But if you look at the wild card, currently the Flyers actually, with the same amount of games, are only 3 points ahead of us. So it's just a really cool way of seeing what's going on in the sports world. Like I said, they have news, and the push notifications are probably the best thing about this app. And it's really easy too. Like if you go into scores and you're wondering, when's the next time that the New York Rangers play? Because they don't show up here. If you swipe or click on the next day, boom, you can see December 16th, which is Monday, 7 o'clock, they're playing the Nashville Predators. Dallas Mavericks are playing, of course. And, you can just really swipe and kind of see what the next couple of days look for your favorite teams. So honestly, guys, it's just really the best app. Right now, we don't really have any live push notifications. That's just because the players aren't really doing too much. But again, if we go into leagues, just because I know, and it shows you even, right, which sports are live. So if we click into NFL, again, I love to keep up to date with Dwayne Haskins. He doesn't currently have the ball now, but, it's just really cool. And it shows you right now it's 3rd and 7 on Washington's 48. The Eagles got the ball. They trail by 4 with 1:58 left. And it even tells you right here, what channel the game's on. So it's on DAZN and Fox as well. So that's really cool. You can see how the drives went, exactly what happened. You can see the plays specifically that happened in a specific drive. So it's really, really neat. They even have a feed where you can see everyone tweeting, even videos. So even if you can't watch the game, at least you can catch all the highlights there. So again, guys, this is just really the best app, and at least from what I've noticed, it's honestly the most up to date. The other apps such as ESPN and Fox, they're good. They're just 4 or 5 minutes behind, and I mean, when you're 4 or 5 minutes behind, and you as sports fans, we want to know, and we want to know really quick. So there we have it, guys. This is honestly the #1 sports app to have on your phone for a variety of different reasons. Keeping up with your favorite team, your favorite players specifically, getting push notifications for all, especially if you're into fantasy. It's really, really, really important. So I hope that you all enjoyed this segment, and stay tuned because Mitch has got some pack time and he's still searching for Zion.
Pack time. This pack time is brought to you by FNC House of Cards, sports cards, and collectibles.
Hey guys, Mr. Bouchard here. Welcome to another edition of Pack Time. So what we're going to do is open up some Panini Prism football cards. Now these are pretty awesome cards. We're looking for Dwayne Haskins or Prescott. And you know, maybe we'll even find a Zion in here. Let's get it open. We got a Mack card, Khalil Mack. Good looking card. I like these Paninis, man. Ed Reed. And we got a Joe Montana card. That's kind of cool. And then a Josh Oliver rookie. So that's a pretty sweet card. Joe Montana. He was a stud back in the day. It's a nice shiny. Looks like a silver too. So very cool card. And we got one more pack for the week. Hopefully next week I think we'll be opening up some Zion. For the basketball we're gonna do I think we're gonna do the little red backdrop. Yeah, and I'm struggling. We got a Marcus Mariota. Larry Fitzgerald, that guy's a stud. And then we got a cool looking card here. We got a Terry McLaurin. Very cool patch. Very epic. Very cool. And for rookie, we got a Justice Hill. And then also inserted is some Super Bowl reporter chance to win card. So that's what we have for you guys for pack time this week. We will see you in the next video where we're probably going to open up some Zion.
And as always, I hope that you guys enjoyed the pack time. So thank you so much. Until next time.